What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. Hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to show it to you right now. This is the debut album from the band False, entitled Untitled. This is released on Gilead Media. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they are based out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very unorthodox, well-structured, progressive style of black metal. Yeah. In 2012, this band made themselves very well known with two very distinct releases, an Untitled EP and a split with Barghest. Both of those releases showed the kind of style and approach that a band like False could bring. Very lengthy songs, very well-structured songwriting, really awesome music, very much with respect to traditional black metal, but with their own sort of unique spin on things. Music-wise, the inclusion of keyboards, the inclusion of really well-written riffs, awesome concepts. This is a very interesting band. And the fact that they have a somewhat small level of secrecy to them, because the identities of the people who are involved with this band aren't really secret, but they don't really speak out a lot. They don't do much interviews. They are just pretty much a band that stays dedicated to creating really unique black metal, and they go forward from there. Now, False have returned with a proper full length, which is also an Untitled release. It's 5 tracks, and it clocks in at around almost an hour in length. And for an hour-long record, there is a lot to sink in, to just dive into with this record. Once you listen to it, it feels very immersive. It feels like you're listening to an experience more than you're listening to a black metal record. But with the 5 songs that are on here, you really see the true representation of a band like False. And with this album, this Untitled album of theirs, it really does. It invokes a lot of emotions within the listener. It makes the listener want to get to know what's going on a great deal more here with this release. And there's just a lot to sink in with this album, but it's just marvelous and very mesmerizing from the get-go. There's not a really short song to be found on here. Mostly every song runs around almost 10 to 15 minutes in length. But with the song lengths, you get to dive deeper and deeper into this band's concepts and presentations. It really works out well. From the very awesome guitar playing to the awesome bass tones, you get a lot of awesome musical stylings being done here. You hear it on songs like Entropy and Saturnalia, 2 of the lengthy tracks on here. They're so well structured and well balanced. I love the way these guitar riffs sounds. It's very awesome. A lot of awesome dynamic of moments when it comes to the guitar riffs, the chords, the way things progress along. It has an almost progressive sort of quality to the sound, and I think a band like False make it work very well here. I think the drumming is sensational too. A lot of emphasis on blast beats, great black metal style drumming, a lot of great stamina and effort, especially since a lot of these songs are very long and lengthy. This drummer knows how to make things work out very well here, especially going back to the track Entropy. That's a 15-minute long track, but the way things are balanced and structured out on that song, it just feels right. It feels amazing. And I like that this band incorporates almost a unique atmosphere when it comes to keyboards. Of course, keyboards can be somewhat hit or miss when it comes to the style of black metal, but the usage of keyboards here, I think, works out perfectly. It almost has a mystifier sort of quality to the keyboards, and I think it really sounds awesome. It adds to the atmosphere, and it adds to the overall presentation and stylings of this record. And when it comes to the vocals are very well done here. Very, very powerful sounding vocals, very well worded and articulate, but yet this vocalist knows how to deliver some incredible passages when it comes to the overall lyrical content and delivery. I think the vocals sound really awesome here. So overall, if you're a fan of unique and unorthodox black metal, a band like False deliver a very, very memorable debut, and this could be one for the top 20 year-end list when that time comes around. I think they have a very original and fresh approach to their sound. It stays true to the roots of traditional black metal, but they add their own spin on things, and it's very easy to tell from the minute you listen to an album like this. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you some links in the description box as to how you can get a hold of this album and listen to it. I will link you to the Gilead Media Bandcamp page where you can stream this album in its entirety, hear it for yourself, and be your own judge as to whether you think it's worthy of being purchased or not. You can buy it digitally, and it is also available on CD and 12-inch vinyl. Of course, I have the CD version, which is done in a very nicely done digipack, as is the style with any sort of Gilead release, very top shelf quality release. You got the CD in here, and you get this really nice little fold out poster. You got additional artwork on the back here, and you have lyrics and credits and so on and so forth from the rest of this release. So I'm going to show you the album again. This is Untitled by False. This is released on Gilead Media. Go check this out. And for a score, I'm going to give this a very solid 9 out of 10. Very worthwhile release, very unique and original sounding stuff, so support False. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks a lot for watching, thanks for checking out my channel, and until the next time, Army Hell out.